Week 3, Tuesday, Living in Peace. John 14:27, Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not let them be afraid. When I try to imagine what the peace of God is like, I tend to start from my best experiences of earthly peace. Surely it is like those, only deeper, more wonderful, and longer lasting. But that is precisely what Jesus says it is not. He says it is not as the world gives. That much should be obvious from any reading of the stories about Jesus. His actions and words often provoked furious conflict and division. He himself said, I have not come to bring peace but a sword. That's in Matthew 10:34. For one called Prince of Peace, he did a lot of peace breaking. In fact, it seems that the peace of Jesus can only be received once the peace of this world has been exposed as false and shattered. If so, then the way we speak of Christian peace needs much more care. I often pass a church that has posters on its notice board. At the time of writing, the picture is of sunlit, snow-capped mountains mirrored perfectly in the tranquil surface of the lake in the valley below. The caption is, Be still and know that I am God. People are totally absent from this scene. So is anything we might call ordinary life. The peace in this picture is an absence, it is an escape. When I say to someone, just leave me in peace, I'm using this definition of the word. I want something to go away. This kind of peace can only happen when things that disturb my peace are missing, stress, problems, and so on. Linking the biblical text to this scene suggests that Christian peace offers precisely that kind of escape. But if peace is available only when certain conditions are met, when there is no conflict, only the beautiful parts of creation are acknowledged, and normal life is absent, then only a privileged few can ever enjoy it. It is certainly not an offer in daily living. The peace of Jesus is not the absence of something, but the presence of someone. It is a gift in the midst of life at its most burdened and stressful, not an escape from it. That is why it is good news for hearts that are troubled. The word shalom in the Bible, which we often translate as peace, does not focus on feelings at all, though these may be present. In fact, shalom is concerned with harmony at all levels of life, including international relations and within societies and communities. Its goal is the reconciliation of humanity and all creation in God, and the establishing of Christ's rule of justice and mercy. Peace that is not as the world gives may not be easy to recognize. It may feel contradictory. The peace of Jesus disturbed comfortable people when he confronted ways of living that were based on privilege, exclusion, or avoidance. Praying for peace is not about seeking a quiet life. It may actually be the peace of Jesus that is doing the disturbing. For the peace of Jesus to reach me, he must break through all my self-created securities and refuges. They must all go. The peace of Jesus is also comfort to the disturbed. Stories of encounters between Jesus and disturbed people are among the most moving in the Gospels, and such encounters still are today. There is a prayer that speaks of God's peace as passing all understanding. That is good news. To be held secure in God's peace does not require our understanding, which is often beyond us anyway. When the writer and speaker Henri Nouwen suffered an emotional breakdown, there were times when his friends would lie beside him and just hold him tightly. For much of that time, he was beyond conversation and too traumatized even to be aware of them. In biblical terms, he was held in their shalom, beyond understanding, on the journey into healing. Many Christian communities conclude their worship with the words, go in peace. But if we think it means go home feeling peaceful, we've missed the point. The invitation is to something so much bigger, more wonderful, and altogether more challenging. I remember someone coming to me after a service and saying, when I heard the words go in peace, I felt I was being invited to enter somewhere. That is exactly what they mean. Go into shalom. Go into the place where God reigns. May you enter where his love and justice is known. May his peace keep you on the journey go from here and be part of the means by which his kingdom of peace will come on earth. Final prayer. Lord, lead me into your shalom.